What's up, nerd family? Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Vet, and it is good to have you with me in the lounge today. Now, look, if this is your first time to the lounge, know that the Poindexter Lounge is a place for nerds. It's a place where you and me can get together with all of our friends here on the channel and talk about the things that we love, things like TV shows, movies, games, sci-fi, fantasy, superheroes, comic books, toys, and so much more. And if those are things that you enjoy, please hit that subscribe button. Do it right now. Come on. Join the club. Everybody wants you here. Everybody's like in the pool. We're all hanging out. I know you've been like looking all over the internet for a place like where you fit in, and you're like, I can't talk about this nerd stuff to anybody else. Nobody understands me. Like my family looks at me weird. My coworkers look at me weird. Look, here in the Poindexter Lounge, we look at you and we go, yep. That's one of us for sure. And so you're going to want to be a part of this. So go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button, hit that notifications bell, because that notifications bell tells you when we do stuff like go live right now, like when we put out new videos, which is all the time. And you're going to want to be here for that. So hit that bell. It's very important. And it also helps us extremely. You don't understand as a YouTuber how much subscribers are great. I mean, to know who's here, but also it helps YouTube to know that people enjoy our content. And so if you subscribe, you like, you hit the bell, those are all awesome things. And you know what? One of the greatest compliments we could ever get is if you share one of our videos. So if you share one of our videos, we really appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right. That being said, you're here. I'm here. And I got a couple of minutes. And so I wanted to talk about something that I just saw. Well, I saw it this afternoon, but I wasn't home, so I had to go get a crown put on my tooth. So I'm just sharing some personal information there with you. I hope you don't mind. So I was out today, and anyways, this information came about Alden Ehrenreich, who obviously played Han Solo in the Solo movie. And ironically, I sit right here, and of course, I got a toy for everything. Like pretty much, like if you ask about it, I probably got it. But here, I just happen to have the Solo action figure from the vintage collection right there. The only difference, for those of you who don't know, the vintage collection just means that they have better articulation now. They don't just have straight arms and stuff like that. But so I dig Alden Ehrenreich as Solo. Like I had the same reservations that everybody else had going into that thing. I didn't know if I was going to enjoy it. Didn't know if it was going to be any good. I didn't ask for that movie. Nobody asked for that movie. And obviously the movie had a ton of issues going in. Went through a ton of directors, Lord and Miller were in there, and just, man, just so much happened with that movie that I remember kind of where I was when all that stuff started happening. But we finally got the movie. And unfortunately, I feel, you may feel differently, and you can let me know down in the comment section or whatever. But I felt that movie got an unfair shake. I feel that the backlash for The Last Jedi and all that push and everything really hurt the film. People were trying to make a point. People were trying to be heard. They were protesting, and they just didn't go see it. They just didn't respond to it the same way that they had to other Star Wars films. Just for, and like I said, it was just kind of compounding up on top of each other. But I will say this, I was there, and I know some of you were there as well. And when we went, we enjoyed it. And one of the things that I hear from people, usually, not everyone, because there's people who don't like it, but usually people say, you know what? It was all right. It was good. Like, I'm glad that it was there. I'm glad that it was a thing. There were some things in it that I didn't need to see necessarily, but it was there. And so lately there has been this big push to make Solo 2 happen. And I'm all for it. I say bring on Solo 2. I definitely want to see Solo 2, because Solo 1, look, if you haven't seen Solo 1, I'm sorry, but here comes some spoilers. You're just going to have to accept it. But the spoiler for that is obviously it left it in a way where there was this kind of cliffhanger. You got Darth Maul. The return of Darth Maul in live action is just phenomenal. Just so much promise there with those characters and what they could do with that. And so here's my take, just before we get into this, and what Alden Ehrenreich said. I feel that if they do something with Solo, it's probably not going to be on the big screen. They're probably not going to take that kind of risk again, unless it's later down the line, because the property's proving itself. But Disney Plus is the perfect place to do something like this. Disney Plus is the perfect place to bring uh this story kind of full circle, to get more of this story, to get more of this out there, because there was just so much going on, man. Like I want to know what goes on with Darth Maul. I want to know what Kira's doing with Darth Maul. I want all that, information, right? I want to see how Han deals, kind of going forward. And I just feel that the Disney Plus is the place to do it. You could do it as a series, you could do it as a film on Disney Plus, a one-shot film, whatever you want to do. I really don't care. I just know that I want it. I just know that I want to see it. And I know that there's a lot of other people who want to see it as well. So, anyways, that being said, there was this article that came out, and it's kind of stirred up some stuff with people. And I've got the version here from Screen Rant, but it's talking about the main article. It says Alden Ehrenreich would return as Han Solo on certain conditions. What are the conditions? He's holding it ransom. No, he's not. Solo, a Star Wars story star Alden Ehrenreich, I'll get it, would be open to playing Han again, but it would depend on the quality of the story. That seems like a kind of like a duh kind of moment, I mean, like, of course it's going to depend upon the quality of the story. What are you going to say, that he's not going to do it if it's a bad story? Well, of course he's not going to do it if it's a bad story. Why would you? That doesn't make any sense. But let's just take a look at this. So obviously the Solo, the first Star Wars movie, they're calling it a box office bomb. It only grossed 392 million on a budget of 250 million. And so usually you want to double that. So, I don't know if I'd call it a bomb. It struggled to find its audience. It struggled to find everybody to go see it. But that lackluster performance, it says, essentially squashed any hopes of Solo kickstarting a trilogy, which I think a lot of us wanted. But lately, the fan base has been growing considerably, and there's been the hashtag Make Solo 2 happen, which shows there is support among the viewers and the people who saw it. But they say here, it sounds like Ehrenreich would be up for returning so long as he likes where the story is going. So this is what was said. It says, in an interview with Esquire, Ehrenreich touched on his potential Star Wars future, revealing he'd be game to play Han Solo again so long as his conditions were met. And he just says it depends on what it is. It depends on how it's done. It depends on if it feels innate to the story. Yeah, sure. That sounds great. I mean, that's what we all hope. We all hope that the story is going in a positive direction. It says it was seen in some circles as a by the numbers origin story for Han. So any kind of follow up would have to dig deeper, which I agree. They also say the narrative threads like Han's first job for Jabba the Hutt and Kira working for Maul would be compelling. And I agree with that. We want to see Han go on to work for Jabba. We want to see the whole drop in, his cargo of spice, which obviously is a huge player in the prequels. I want to just say too, people people don't talk about this enough, but like basically Han was a drug smuggler. Like everybody's got a problem with it. It's so funny how people have a problem with characters over time because they see these characters as innately good. But Han had a messed up past, folks. He was not just this good guy. I would actually have liked to have seen more of that he was more the kind of this hard nosed, type of guy who got into trouble. And Chewie was kind of the guy, trying to just keep him from going over the edge sometimes. But if you look at it, Han was a drug smuggler, man. He was smuggling spice for Jabba. He was working for the underworld, man. He was doing some shisty stuff, and he almost got caught. And so canon says, well, I guess it's still canon because it's his backstory. But I mean, he dropped his load of spice into space and just kind of got rid of it and to not get caught. And of course, that's why he ended up owing Jabba the money that he did, which kind of, sparks the whole idea of what he did in the original trilogy. But it's interesting because a lot of people just don't talk about that very much, But anyway, so yeah, I'm interested to see why how Kira working for Maul works out. So the Solo 2 were ever to happen, odds are it'd be on Disney Plus as a series instead of a feature film. There's little financial incentive to making another Solo movie, but the passionate online campaign shows a TV show could find an audience. Still, even there, it's unlikely. Now they're saying it's unlikely. But Lucasfilm's Disney Plus slate is full with several projects, none of which involve Han. They're working on a Rogue One prequel, an Obi-Wan miniseries, and a Star Wars show set in a new era. Right now, it looks like Ehrenreich's stint as Han will be a one-and-done affair, but hopefully he gets a chance to fly the Millennium Falcon again. Now, I don't know about this part. Look, I'll be honest with you. I'm not really like stoked and super excited about the Cassian Andor thing. I'm excited for people who are. I'm glad if you're happy that thing's coming, but I'm not there. I'm just not there yet. I got to see what they're going to do with it, where they're going to go with this thing, because it's just not. Cassian Andor was not somebody who just lit my world on fire. Maybe he did for you, but it just wasn't for me. The Obi-Wan miniseries, I'm definitely looking forward to, and it looks like we're going to get this new series, possibly Ahsoka Tano. Looks like maybe a live action thing, maybe the search for Ezra Bridger. There's all kinds of talk about that and stuff out there. But I'm more positive that it's possible that we could see a Solo 2 or a mini series on Disney Plus. Now it looks like we got a bunch of comments. It looks like we got a bunch of people talking. Let's see what's up with you guys. What's up, Mr. Horror Junkie? What's up, Jeff? What's up, Richard? What's going on, Spacey 360? What's up, The Truth? Yes, smash that like button. That's what I'm talking about. Mr. Horror Movie says Solo failed at the box office. There's no way it could get a sequel. Like I said, I just think that I agree. It's not going to get a sequel that's going to go to theaters. I mean, it just didn't do well enough to do that. But Disney Plus, the streaming thing, changes everything literally, because you can see stuff going on streaming that has just the right amount of following, and honestly, this Solo 2 campaign has been growing more and more, and so yeah. What's up, Gavin? He's hoping no ferret problems today. Nope, no ferret problems yet. Haven't seen him, haven't talked to him. Spacey says I enjoyed Solo. I can bring up some of these. I guess I keep forgetting that I have this option. Cairo Boy says loved Solo. I have that Han figure too. Awesome. And Chewie. Awesome. Yeah, I've got a bunch of Solo figures. I got a whole section for Solo. Plus, I love his it's basically his hot rod, his car. In that, I mean that's just a really cool vehicle, and I really like it. Mr. Horror Junkie says Solo 2, directed by Ron Howard, Lucasfilm, Disney, Chris Terrio, and Kathleen Kennedy. I get that. It's kind of a Mike Zero thing, and I agree. I think Ron Howard did a good job with what he was given. I think that he did the best that he could. I would have liked to seen if Ron Howard had been there from the beginning, what Ron Howard could have done, but it is what it is. Traveler 28 says Enosh haters gonna hate, man. Solo and Rogue One were brilliant. Donald Glover, yes, Donald Glover was amazing as Lando. Who would have thought that somebody else could come in and play the Lando character the way that he did? What's up, Arctic Conquest? Now, hey, I want to say a special shout out to Arctic Conquest, because Arctic Conquest sent me a message today via Instagram and showed me that he got his Poindexter Lounge t-shirt. So you know what, Arctic, you're here just at the right time, man, because I'm just going to segue to just say, guys, we've got merch, man. We got you covered. Check this out. We got you covered here. We got Poindexter Lounge t-shirts. We got phone covers. It's hot outside. Get yourself a tank top. It's going to be cold soon wherever you are. If you're in a cold place, we got long sleeves. We got hoodies. This is the classic collection here with just a Place for Nerds logo. And that's all over everything. You get stickers, you get a mug, you can get all kinds of fun stuff. Women can even get these tight pants here. Tiffany wanted me to put those on there, so I did. And if you do, send us a picture, in your tight pants. Like, I don't care. We got hoodies, we got all this stuff, and then we got the cool Empire Strikes Back, a place for nerds thing here. I'll bring this up here. You got the place for nerds logo. I love that. All these logos are just a lot of fun. So you got that, and then of course if look, we got the hashtag I love Star Wars. I have spoken logos and stuff. We got that on t-shirts and everything, so you can get all that. Just doing my commercial. I don't usually do these commercials, but somebody was telling me, hey, you don't talk about the merch enough. We also have these Poindexter Lounge I love Star Wars I have spoken merchandise there, where you can get some of that. And then we got this brand new logo like the NWO, Poindexter Lounge, a place for nerds, all those logos, and you can get those on pretty much everything. And also you can get a mask. Everybody's having to wear masks, and so I'm going to we got this mask, but I'm also going to make some more masks, because I know that's a hot item and people have been asking about that. So that's my commercial. Get your stuff like that, right? And back to the comments. So we definitely appreciate it. It's just a way that, and if you do, send me a picture like Arctic Conquest did. I don't have Instagram up here right now, Arctic Conquest, but he sent it to me. He says it's super comfy. He loves his shirt. So thank you, Arctic Conquest, for doing that. And everyone who buys a shirt or an item. Spacey says Rogue One is my favorite Star Wars Disney movie. Let's see. Truth says I would have loved to see what Lord Miller would have done with the film. I thought Ron Howard did a respectable job, nothing special. I thought that he did what he could do with what he was given. I mean, at the last minute like that. Mike Zero, in the sequel, Han Solo will go to a Starbucks for an 8-credit mocha where he'll meet Darth Plagueis, where he learns about his lineage. Absolutely. I love that, man. That's great. Let's see, Black Sun Jesus needs its own series. N64 game kicked it off. Zyzor, absolutely, it'd be super cool. Let's see, Disney Plus will melt if they put it on there. Yeah, here's another good one. Pop Culture Caleb, I wouldn't mind a Crimson Dawn show about Kira and Maul, or a Lando show, or a Solo 2 as a Disney movie. I think that's things. I think you could do like maybe not like just have Solo in all of it, but have him do cameos, have Solo in there, have like a Crimson Dawn kind of thing that involves, different people. That would be super cool. Just trying to go here because I got to get going here, but Arctis is going to be listening and lurking. I want Jar Jar Binks to be in Solo too. So here's something funny about Jar Jar. I kind of want to see what happened to Jar Jar after all that. You know what I mean? Like after episode 3, I kind of would like to see that. And they kind of allude to it a little bit in one of the books, that basically he dies. But it's like poor and broke, and he's just kind of a jester. But I would like to see it personally. I mean, I think that I think it'd be cool to see personally. We just kind of like what happened to the guy. He's not my favorite, but I would like to see it. Poe, a Star Wars story. Yep, he was a spice runner. Solo 2, Life Day. Got to get Chewie there to Life Day. Oh, this is a good point. Traveler 28 says Chewie was an intervention, dude. I agree with that. Like Chewie saved Han's life in so many ways, for sure. I thought the idea of a Han Solo movie was stupid, even though Han just died in The Force Awakens. It was hard for me to see someone else play Han instead of Harrison Ford. Yeah, I think the timing, Harris, I think you're absolutely right. The timing was really weird. It wasn't good. The way that they did it, it just didn't work out for everybody, for a lot of reasons. I think that there were a lot of things that were just working against the movie from the beginning. And so here's Arctic Conquest says the merch is great. The shirt is super comfy. Yes. Mr. Horror Jacob says Artemis Fowl was supposed to be released in theaters, but due to COVID, it got released straight to Disney Plus. Probably a wise decision since the film was garbage. That's what I hear. I haven't seen it yet, but I got Disney Plus, but I just haven't seen it. Traveler says, "Ooh, need a zip up hoodie." Yes, absolutely. What's up, Melissa's World? Good to see you. This is the way, says Traveler 28. Melissa's World says, my favorite has to be, if I had to choose one, and you do, is Rogue One. Yeah, so that's good stuff. It's all good stuff. You know, like I think we find something good in each movie. They're not all perfect movies. But look here. Look here. A lot of people are saying Art to Conquest. I'd love to know more Jar Jar's story, right? Like flesh it out a little bit. Make him more intriguing. Maybe he mellowed out as he got older. Bring a Mod Best back. Seems like a decent bloke. He does seem like a really nice guy. You know, Yep, Mr. Horror Junkie. Yeah, he was a street clown. Jar Jar turns out to be a street clown. So it just, there's a lot of different stories in Star Wars that I think we'd like to see. But this is just one. I wanted to come on here. I wanted to see what you guys thought. I wanted to see what your thoughts and ideas were regarding a Solo 2. Would you like to see a Solo 2? Are you just done with it? Think about that for a second, and then we will come back for some closing thoughts so that I can get out of here. But here, don't forget, is how you can get a free comic from the Poindexter Lounge.
Hey there. Do you consider yourself nerdy? Oh, I hope so. And if you don't mind, I'm going to talk nerdy to you for just a second. We've got some free comic books to give away here on the channel. That's right, one of these comic books could have your name on it. All you got to do is answer our nerd question of the week. It's very simple. The nerd question of the week brought to you by the Milee Store on eBay. That's right, the Milee Store on eBay. They've got all kinds of great products for you to enjoy, and yes, some are even nerdy. All you got to do is click their link in the description below and answer our nerd question of the week. This week's question: what Superman fan was the inspiration for the character of Steel? That's right, what real-life Superman fan was the inspiration for the character of Steel? Let us know. Answer it down in the comment section of any one of our videos this week, and your name could be picked from the correct answers for a chance to win one of these great comic books. That's right, Green Arrow could be looking right back at you with his pretty whites. Now let's get back to our video.
All right, so do that today. Make sure you answer that question. We'll put them all together and we'll give away a comic book. And we got some other cool comic books coming actually that I'm really interested in. So that's what we got. I'm definitely down. Mr. Horror Junkie, we did a video on the Bad Batch actually here on the channel, and I'm down with it. At first I was kind of like iffy because I felt like we kind of got that whole, like kind of got it pushed on us. But I am excited about it, and I definitely want to see it. I want to kind of end with this. Traveler 28 says, "Yep, not all perfect, meaning Star Wars, but new Star Wars is better than no Star Wars. Books, comics, games, movies, just bring it." And I agree with that. That's fully how I feel about Star Wars. I'm willing to give pretty much anything a chance. Just bring it on. Let me see it. I want it all. I want as much as I can get. Okay. Hey guys, we'll probably be back later tonight with another video, but in the meantime, check out these videos here on the channel. The Darth Angelus interview that I did. He did this Heir to the Empire thing, and I really dig it. I think it's pretty cool. And again, stuff isn't perfect, but it's good. I mean, to actually get this story told, I think is really cool. Also, if you weren't with us yesterday, where is it here? If you weren't with us, I don't have it. I had it. I don't have it. Uh-oh. Okay. I don't have it. If you weren't with us yesterday, check out me and Johnny Pop from the council. We did a whole video about Doomcock's latest video and just kind of tore it apart. We just kind of talk about it and had a lot of fun with it. It was just a lot of fun. Thank you, Traveler 28. I know Traveler 28 was there. I love you too, man. You're a good guy, and all of you are good. I love our subscribers. Speaking of good people, hey, here's our Patreons. You guys are awesome. Want to say a special shout out to our latest Patreon here, and that, of course, I don't know if you can see that. It looks kind of blurry, doesn't it? I'm sorry. It's CJ Monk. And so welcome. Thank you, CJ Monk, for being our latest patron. And hey, we're so thankful to you guys. You guys are awesome. We're so grateful that you guys put your trust in us, and kind of do this. I can't move it once it's there. We thank you guys so much for putting your trust in us, and actually to actually support the channel like this. It just means a lot to us. Whether you get a shirt, whether you become a patron, whether you give in the super chats, whatever you do, And we're just so grateful, and we can't express that enough to all of you guys. You guys are awesome. So until next time, stay nerdy, keep doing what you're doing. May the force be with you. And hey, maybe we'll get maybe we'll get this solo 2 thing going, right? Hashtag solo 2. Hey, stranger things have happened. We're getting the Snyder cut, or as Doomcock would say, we're getting the Schneider cut. Oh, that's so funny. All right, guys. Until next time, I'm Enosh. See you later. Bye-bye.